All right, let's talk about it. Who's their daddy? When Elon Musk posts and Trump maybe hasn't clarified his position, or maybe he has and it's different, MAGA gets very confused. For years, Donald Trump has been the undisputed leader of the MAGA cult. When he says jump, they say how high. He gets banned from Twitter and they treat his troths on Troth Central. Where is it? Oh my goodness.
Troth Central.
Right. They treat the troth like their next sacred text. That's the level of loyalty that we're talking about. But now in comes Elon Musk, billionaire tech bro, self-styled free speech hero, and owner of Twitter, which he insists that we call X now. And Musk is not just dipping his toes into MAGA world. He's sort of cannonballing right into the deep end. He's got his followers fired up, and some of them overlap with Trump's base. But there's the thing that makes it complicated, which is that when Musk and Trump don't align, MAGA is left completely confused about who they're supposed to follow. Now, case in point, we've got the recent fight over Speaker Mike Johnson's budget deal. Musk was all over it, calling out Republicans who backed the deal, threatening to primary them. And his fans were ready to storm the gates, while we initially had complete and total silence from Donald Trump, until he eventually came out against the deal as well. But let's be real. He didn't come away looking like the leader here. He looked like he was playing catch up to Musk. Musk was tweeting about policy and Trump was, playing YMCA at Mar-a-Lago from his iPad. And this is a dynamic that we have never seen before in MAGA land. And here's where it starts to get wild. And I think that to a degree, this is what AOC in the video clips we looked at earlier, when she said that Elon poses problems for Trump beyond just the short term. We know that in general, when you have two big personalities like Trump and Musk competing for the same audience, it's like a cult with two leaders, and it doesn't really work. Historically, that doesn't end well. Cults thrive on absolute loyalty to a single voice. When there's more than one leader, the followers get confused, not only because sometimes they get two messages, but because they often see the leader as the ultimate source of truth. I've said before, on this show, I tell you, I'll give you my opinion. Fact check me when it's factual. Seek other opinions when it's a value judgment or a moral judgment. But one of the things that Trump has done for nearly a decade, I alone can fix it. I understand X better than anybody. And when you have two people with the claim to ultimate truth, it becomes a real problem. And it also makes the cult followers question, how much can this guy really be the ultimate source of truth if he's not even sure and is changing his mind when Elon Musk says A, B, or C? So the risk is they end up splitting into factions, which is how cults sometimes fall apart. Some stay loyal to the old, usually a guy, to the old guy. Others gravitate to the newer, shinier option. In this case, it's Elon Musk. Trump built this movement by being the guy, the one and only leader. And Musk is sort of muscling in, and it's working. And it even has made Trump, on yesterday's show, we played the clips of Trump at the Turning Point USA event saying, no, he's not going to be president. I'm the president. Elon Musk's brand is probably better for the younger right-wingers who spend their lives online than is Trump's. Trump's is like, okay, but Elon's is probably better. He's the tech guru. He's the free speech warrior. He understands tech better than Trump. He talks about woke culture and he flies around in his private jet. Trump flies around in his private jet too. But now he's running the plays and it makes Trump look a little slow to the draw. And ultimately, Trump's ego is not going to be okay with that. These are two people on a collision course, no matter how much they smile and shake hands for now, because there is not room for two kings in the MAGA castle. Kara Swisher, who I think is great, she said it really well. She said, there can only be one. And when the showdown happens, is it going to be the African-American immigrant from South Africa? Or is it going to be the actual president of the United States? It seems to me that MAGA is going to have to pick a side, and it can really only be Trump. I mean, picture a scenario like this one. Musk tells his followers, ditch a candidate that Trump has endorsed. What's Trump going to do? Well, he's going to tell his base that Musk is a loser. And what happens then? Do the MAGA voters rally around the guy who's been their leader for nearly a decade, or side with the billionaire that runs the social media platform? I don't know for sure, but I think the ones that are more politically connected and involved are going to choose Trump. This is not just about politics. This is about identity, as is typically the case with these cults. MAGA is not built for nuance. It's built for loyalty and slogans and blind obedience and supplication. So when Trump and Musk inevitably crash, it's going to throw their followers into chaos, and the unity that MAGA relies on could just shatter into a million pieces. So the next time Elon posts something that contradicts Trump, ask yourself, who's their daddy and do they know it? Because the answer to that question is what could really determine the future of MAGA and whether this is a movement that can survive with two massive egos under the same roof. Let's talk about a game changer in sleep technology, our sponsor 8 Sleep and their revolutionary Pod 4 Ultra. The Pod is a high-tech mattress cover, and you can easily add it to your existing mattress. You can cool or heat your mattress based on your preferences and even elevate your head if you snore. I run hot. I hate getting hot when I sleep. That's why I set my 8 Sleep Pod to keep my mattress at a cool 60 degrees at night. You can set it anywhere from 55 to 110 degrees. You can set each side of the bed independently to a different temperature depending on your preferences versus your partner's, or you can set your pod to detect your body's sleep cycles and automatically adjust temperature for optimal sleep. The pod can also detect when you're snoring and automatically adjust the position of the bed to reduce or even stop the snoring. This can be a huge factor in how rested you will feel the next day, and your sleeping partner will thank you bigly. You get 30 days to try it at home. Return it if you don't like it, but I know you'll love it as much as I do. Go to 8sleep.com/Pacman. Use the code Pacman to get $350 off your Pod 4 Ultra. The link is in the description.